Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to talk about the particular subject of ignoring the haters, the excessive nagging of criticism, and how there are the constant wasp-like stings of pessimistic perceptions and opinions. I've always found it bizarre and shocking the amount of energy, time and resources a lot of humans spend on being sensible. They can be chasing after normality while not stopping to realise that all this pursuit of the mundane in itself is not really normal behaviour. If life was meant to be dull and convenient, then we wouldn't have nature. We wouldn't have the significance of a rainbow after the rain. We wouldn't be amazed by the unique structure of a snowflake, and we wouldn't feel compelled to climb mountains, swim rivers, or overlook the tallest trees. So why do we confine ourselves when it comes to our passions? What causes us to keep fearing the opinions of others, even when those opinions don't align with our own opinions or well-being? When you find a flower in the countryside, do you ask yourself if the flower needed approval before it could bloom? The answer is quite obviously no. When beauty surrounds you, why shouldn't that beauty also be embraced within yourself? That's why we need to start ignoring the haters. We need to view them for what they are, mere static on a TV set that has so many stunning channels you could be watching instead. Why tune in at all? Why give them the satisfaction of your dulled down attention? This extends to poetry. When I started out writing, I didn't think about my words too much. I didn't critique every line or stanza to death. I gave it room to breathe. Let it breathe. Once you overanalyze how everyone will react, then you might lose some of the joy, creativity, and unique value of what makes poetry significant. There aren't any opinions in this world that are agreed with by everyone, so it's a pointless exercise to waste your days and nights contemplating what will happen if you are honest. I understand there are limits on what you can safely express, and there are rational choices on what you might want to share with everyone, especially in the modern age where technology turns everyone into a celebrity, and our mistakes and words can be captured forever online. But I'm talking about that nagging voice. The one that wakes you up at 3 a.m. like an alley cat knocking over a trash can. It never cares for reasonable logic, or even bothers to ask you what makes you happy. It just lingers. Why give in to it? Why give it the satisfaction? That voice isn't your friend. Cut it out of your life like you would a bad relationship that has gone sour. Ignore the haters, ignore your intrusive thoughts, ignore the what-ifs of hypothetical futures. Write because you want to write. Emotions can't be watered down. They only need to be tailored in the message that you want to give across. Some people may tell you that you might offend others with your writing, but it's black and white thinking to assume that being authentic and offensive are mutually exclusive. Be wise with your language, but never shallow. I've had people complain about my writing style. I've had them insist I should mimic Shakespeare and be just another name tied to the past. But what voice would that give me? It would mean I was just another echo and not something real. Society does like to pigeonhole subject matters, ideas or people, and anchor them to ideals or stereotypes, fabricated in traditions or by normalities. But if history has taught us anything, is that those who dare to draw a new path going forward are the ones that get thanked and admired in the long run. So you see, that's the main point here. Even by refusing to be a people pleaser, it could actually work in your favour. You could end up pleasing others far more by not caring what they think. Why should you not take that risk? Do your role models, your inspiring figures, or gurus only earn your acknowledgement based on their loyalty to inner doubts? Or do you admire them simply because they have done something important, they stand for something, or they say what you've always wanted someone to say? Be that poet, the one that brings heart and soul to your audience, not for the sake of only positive reactions, but for the sake of being warm, compassionate, and wanting to make a difference. You will always come across trolls in life, may it be online or in the flesh. These individuals will be threatened by your success and will often gaslight you into questioning your talents. You can learn a lot from them. They can make you realize even more that you are doing something great. Nobody will heckle someone who goes unnoticed, so if you get a hater, take that as a positive. Musicians get a ton of haters. Look at Elvis. As famous and popular as Elvis is and was, just to even comprehend the amount of backlash or criticism he got for his unique abilities and talent would give you a headache. His legacy lives on, and that legacy doesn't burn out or die just because when he was around there were certain people who called him vulgar or bad or a failure, or told him he wouldn't go anywhere. That's something to remember. It's always a good example. So write for you, write from your personal place. Don't make the mistake I once did of pursuing something just because it's the safe option. It made me miserable and full of regrets. So ignore the haters, focus on your advocates. If you do have to deal with negativity, then roll your eyes and work even harder against it. Everyone has value, and that includes their words and emotions. Be proud of who you are, and please, I'm begging you, please, don't try and write like Shakespeare just for the sake of it. Only write like that if that's what you really want. Be original. A good example of how I made a safe option choice in life that I later regretted was when I did mechanics at college. I felt so out of place on that course, and I only chose it because it seemed easier than doing what I really cared about, writing and art. By the time I realised my mistake and finished the course, there were no writing courses available at the colleges close to me, so I'm still kicking myself for not pursuing writing in the first place. Luckily, I was able to do an art course though, and although my abilities were doubted by myself and by others, I enjoyed and completed the course and was glad that I did it. Anyway, that's all for now that I need to say on the subject, so thank you for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you could, please like, share and subscribe. It will help out the channel and is always appreciated. Thanks for watching and see you again. Bye.